Duster 2582 coming back at you with another video, and today I'll be reviewing a NASCAR diecast from Lionel, and this one is going to be kind of exciting because it is a backmarker team, but honestly didn't really expect this car to actually get made, but we actually have two diecasts that were actually made. I only have one so far, and it's this. A new team to my Gen 7 NASCAR diecast collection. New number, new team, new driver. And that is Cody Ware's Arby's Ford Mustang for Ware Racing. Now, this one I've been looking forward to for a little bit. I saw it at the Lionel shop online, and they had it, and they were starting to send them out, but unfortunately they sold out. And then I've been trying to refresh and see if I can get a new stock of them, and then it just came up again. They had only a few left, so I took one, and now they're sold out again. So I don't know if they're gonna come back, or if you're gonna have to go through eBay or go through some other diecast dealer. But I got mine now, and I know there are people that have done reviews on it, but I just want to do one of my own, of course, because like I said, this is a very interesting and very cool release that we have here. It's awesome that we have a backmarker team, or have some of the backmarker teams in diecast. It's always interesting to have. So yeah, it's 1/64 scale, 2025 car. Might be one of the last ones that comes on the plastic tires and the plastic chassis, so we'd have to say goodbye to these. I do like plastic tires myself, but the rubber tires are going to be such an upgrade. And there's a side, Cody Ware, number 51 Arby's, 2025 Mustang. Let's not waste too much time, and let's open it. So of course I'm gonna use the same technique using the tweezers and open up the box here. Just pull it towards you. There you go. And let's take this car out of here, because this is a really cool car. I always enjoy opening up these NASCAR diecasts, especially a newer one, because they always feel nice. They feel cool and all such. And yeah, there's the diecast outside of its package. And man, we got a backmarker team. I still can't really wrap my head around it. I don't know if I should put it on a turntable. I know this has plastic tires, but and it doesn't usually go well. But I guess we'll have to try it at some point. So move the camera up here. Yeah, it's not super professional, so I apologize. But yeah, there is the Cody Ware diecast, and my oh my, this is really cool. Like, I never would have expected Cody Ware to get a diecast. Okay, this one probably could have been made because of the Arby sponsorship. They just randomly came up and sponsored Ware Racing, which, in my opinion, and probably other people's opinions, is one of the, I don't want to be too harsh, but honestly not the greatest team in the Cup Series right now. They've had Cody Ware for a couple years, and he always drives in the back, and a typical backmarker team, really, and backmarker driver, unfortunately. But yeah, the fact that they got the Arby sponsorship is very, crazy, and unfortunately it's now only going to last a year, because now Arby's has moved on to Junior Motorsports, and I think they're going to be sponsoring their O'Reilly Auto Parts series now. Now I wonder what Ware Race is going to come up with after, because now they have a technical alliance with Chevrolet, I think with RCR, I believe. So no more Ford Mustangs for them. Now they're going back to Chevrolet. They haven't done that since, I believe, 2021, I believe. That's the last time they ran Chevrolets in the Cup Series. But anyhow, this diecast looks amazing. It's always cool to have these big sponsors coming in. But, just interesting that we have a big sponsor for a small team like Ware Racing, which hasn't really shown too many results. But, it's really interesting. And yeah, I knew the car was going to roll off of there. I need to get a new grip for this thing. I'm honestly getting tired of it, because I want to do diecast reviews like this, but the majority of the cars are plastic tires, so, and I have to switch it at some point. But yeah, let's take a look at the finer details on this car, because it is very noticeable what's the biggest difference on this, and it is the gold rims. Now, on camera and even in person, it does not look gold at all. It just looks like yellow painted rims, like dandelion. Which, I would have preferred like gold, like sparkly gold rims, because I know Ricker racing cars, they run the gold rims for some reason. I don't know why. They get to paint it different, but you know, it looks fine, I guess. I know some people say it doesn't look great, and yeah, I guess it doesn't really flow well with the paint scheme, but I could care less because, like I said, we have a back marker team, back marker driver, and a diecast. I don't even remember the last time we had a Cody Ware diecast. Maybe 2017, I want to say. I believe that was the last time we ever had one, a Cody Ware diecast. Or if we ever had one, because he's driven those like purple Nurtec cars, which I always liked for some reason. I always liked the purple ones, but it never got me into diecast. But yeah, thankfully this one did. And another one, I forgot the sponsor, but they also will release another one shortly. I think they will send them out soon. I haven't pre-ordered it because I kind of don't feel like it, but I'll see. But this Arby's one I obviously had to pick up. Just because, add another team to my collection, of course. So yeah, let's take a look at the details. We got the Ford Dark Horse front end on there. We got Arby's on the hood. We got Ware's name on the windshield banner. We got number 51. We got Arby's logos everywhere on the deck lid and the roof. We got Ware's last name on the back, on the rear window. Or the rear windshield, I guess. Cody Ware's name on the roof rail. We got NASCAR Cup Series, number 51. Arby's, and their slogan, "We have the meats." And we got some other sponsors, Parts Plus, Arrowhead. Yeah, that's the sponsor of that other Cody Ware diecast they're about to send out. Arrowhead, which, interesting looking car. I don't remember when he ran it, but, it's interesting that we have two Cody Ware diecasts that might be released. Ricker Racing, they've had a couple of diecasts, like the Corey LaJoy cars. I think it was a Parts Plus car, if I believe. And the Take 5 oil car that he ran at the Daytona 500 in 2025. It's very interesting that we have more Ricker Racing car options now. We got Arby's on the back, number 51. Ricker Racing logo. Ford. And the right side is the same as the left side. So, yeah, very simple. It's just red, white, Arby's logo, number 51, and that's pretty much it. Simple, but it works. He's ran several variations of the Arby's car. When I went to Las Vegas for the South Point 400, he ran the Steak Nuggets car, and he was actually there in the Arby's truck, like in the fan area, the fan zone. He was actually giving out steak nuggets, samples of steak nuggets. So very interesting that Cody's getting more, I guess, publicity, if you want to call it. Like, he's been more involved with sponsors, because Cody Ware, he doesn't really get that many big sponsorships. I mean, Nurtec was kind of a sponsor. It was a medicine owned by Pfizer, which, Mark Martin, he was sponsored by Pfizer, and its own brand, I guess. I can't really say. But yeah, he's been more out there promoting the brand. They made a commercial with him even. I think it was during the Chicago street race when he ran that cheesesteak car, which, it didn't end very well for him. He went head on to the wall, so at the very last lap, and it was pretty hard hit. But yeah, there's a couple Arby's cars that look cool, but unfortunately this is the only one that's going to be made, it seems. So at least we're going to have a little microcosm of the 2025 season of Cody Ware with a big sponsor like Arby's. You know what? I like it. Yeah, I'm happy to have this one in my collection. Have you guys ever tried Arby's? Honestly, I've never tried it. Maybe it'll give me an excuse to try it since they're now more involved with NASCAR. Not to say that they ever were, but they have in the past. But it's a big resurgence for them. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this diecast in the collection. I think I recommend y'all to actually get this one. No, it is starting to dry up a little bit, so I would recommend getting this one just because, the number, the driver, everything, it's not something you really get in NASCAR diecast. And I'm very happy that this one got made. So yeah, that has been a review of the 2025 Arby's Cody Ware NASCAR Diecast. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe. We're trying to get to those 1,000 subscribers. I hope we can make it, not by the end of this year, but maybe the start of next year. That would be amazing. And I'll see you next time. Peace.